Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's another great day to discuss other people's excellence. I am the unforgettable one himself, Mr. Brett Carroll, and I'm just a guy that likes BSing at work. No Charles again today. It's just us. It's okay. We're doing this. This is our mock draft 3.0. This is everything after free agency. This is everything after all the trades and the craziness that has gone on. The first 2 weeks of free agency and everything else. This is what we got. So we're gonna have a whole brand new draft order and board to work with. So let's have fun. Let's do this, and let's go from there. Um, Remember, this is the 3.0, so this is no trades. On the 3.5, we'll have trades. So here we go. First, Jacksonville. A lot of people are going on the Aiden Hutchinson bandwagon now for number one overall. A lot of people think because they franchise tagged Cam Robinson that they now will go best player available, which would be Aiden Hutchinson. Um, and you know I'm kind of in a different spot here. I kind of still want to go with an offensive tackle here, but you know what? Just to shake it up, because I know like the top five have been the same the first two times we've done this, or at least for the most part, the first two times we've done this. We'll shake it up, and we'll also go on the Aiden Hutchinson bandwagon, and we will say that he goes to number one. So now number two here at Detroit, what do they want to do? Now that Aiden Hutchinson's not on the board, last time I went with Malik Willis, I could still go there if I want to. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to say they go best player available, and their best player available might be Kyle Hamilton. I've seen Trayvon Walker go this early. A lot of people think Trayvon Walker impressed NFL scouts so much that he will be in the top five and easily in the top two. A lot of people think he might go second overall. I'm not going to go there yet. He had a fantastic combine, and so he jumped up my board, but I don't think he's going to go as high as two. Now, you can make the argument that because he's an edge rusher, that's more valuable than a safety, so you wouldn't take Kyle Hamilton here at two. I just have a hard time seeing a guy like him, Kyle Hamilton, that's been basically in this spot the whole time. You know what I mean? I have a hard time thinking that he's going to fall out of it just because somebody had a great combine. And yeah, it happens, but to me, if we're going to go edge, I think you would still go Kayvon Thibodeau at two. That's just me. That's just me. And to me, if I'm building a team and I'm looking at it, there's a lot of great edge rushers that I can still get in probably in the second round or something if I really want to. There's only one Kyle Hamilton. And you see it here. It's their second biggest need. So we're just gonna go Kyle Hamilton, make it simple, do it like that. Texans here's where it also gets interesting because Texans did not trade Laramie Tunsil in the Deshaun Watson trade. As of right now, they have not traded him. They can still go offensive line if they want to, because they might really want to still try to move Laramie Tunsil, if not put someone else in a different position. But I don't know. I think maybe they decide to just do something else and just get best player available in another position, and let's just go Kayvon Thibodeau. Let's just switch it up. Have Kayvon Thibodeau go this late. I mean, go this early. I know I had him fall pretty far after the combine, but maybe if you're the Texans, you take him. I know he reminds people, and he even said he hopes to remind people of Jadeveon Clowney. So maybe if you're a Texans fan, you don't like that comparison, but I think Kayvon Thibodeau, with all the bad press he's getting and anything like that, I think you're going to get a motivated Kayvon Thibodeau. And I think that'll be all the difference in the world. And number four, I'm going to have the Jets take Akim Aguanu. from what I hear, not only do they need offensive tackle, but he's the one that fits their scheme the best. So let's just go with that. Let's just go there. The Giants. The Giants are in a great spot right now because of the way the board shakes out. They don't have to go offensive tackle because they'll probably still be one at 7. Um, so if that's the case, they might go Trayvon Walker at 8. I'm sorry, they might go Trayvon Walker now instead of you know wasting the potential of him getting taken. So we're gonna have him go Trayvon Walker, which will allow the Panthers, at least in this situation, to take Evan Neal. From what I'm hearing, I'm hearing this from Panthers fans who have Panthers blogs and Panthers YouTube pages and stuff like that, so they will know way more than me or anybody else. They're saying Charles Cross doesn't fit what they want to do offensively. Like, he's just not a good scheme fit. Not that he's not good, but he doesn't fit what they want to do. So getting an athletic guy like Evan Neal, that's more what they want to do. That's more of the style they want to put on their offensive line. So this is perfect for them to get Evan Neal. And now, if you're the Giants at 7, you got Trayvon Walker. You still have Charles Cross here at 7. You go ahead and take him if you want. If you want to take him, if you want to wait, you can get something else. But honestly, I don't think anybody else makes sense for right now. I know people are saying that they might trade Bradbury and other things like that. For right now, they haven't. So taking a corner right now doesn't really make sense. So we'll go ahead and take Charles Cross. Now the Falcons. Falcons are interesting. Trade away Matt Ryan, sign Marcus Mariota. They can go a lot of different ways here. I really do like the idea of them getting a corner and getting a really good young secondary. So there's that. Last time I believe I had the Seahawks trainer for Kyle Hamilton trying to remake the Legion of Boom. Obviously, Kyle Hamilton's gone. And here's the thing. With Seattle, it's interesting. They need a quarterback. Malik Willis has been, killing it at the combine and at his pro day. Scouts are loving or falling in love with him. And to me, if you think about it, undersized, but he's big and stocky, could run, very athletic, has a cannon for an arm and make all the throws in the world. And he's super humble, super Christian, very faith driven. Does that not sound like Russell Wilson to you? You know what I mean? And if you're Seattle, you just got rid of Russell Wilson. Wouldn't you love to restart again with a younger Russell Wilson, even if it's going to take him a year or two to get ready? I think they would. So I'm going to have Malik Willis go here to Seattle. The Jets. The Jets already took Akim Iguanu. They could do a lot of things here. Wide receiver makes sense. Derek Stingley makes sense. There's a lot of things I could see them doing here. But a lot of people are saying that, and I don't know if they're in love with Drake London, but a lot of people are mocking Drake London to the Jets. Some people have him going as high as 4 to the Jets. I don't think that's going to happen. But here's where I'll probably lean on other people's opinions. If everybody's mocking Drake London to the Jets, they might know something I don't. The Jets might be really in love with Drake London. I don't know. But it makes sense. They need a receiver. It works out. So let's go ahead and give them Drake London. To me, I think I had this in the mock last time, but I think it makes all the sense in the world. Garrett Wilson to Washington. Now that they have Carson Wentz, get him another receiver, another Ohio State guy to go with McLaurin. Makes all the sense in the world to me. For right now, that just makes way too much sense to not happen. Just like, to me, Derek Stingley going to Minnesota makes all the sense in the world. They have one of the worst cornerbacks. They need help in the defensive secondary. Derek Stingley being here makes sense. If they want, they could go Trent McDuffie or Andrew Booth. You know what? Maybe I'll do that because I've had them take Derek Stingley every other time. So let's just switch it up. Have him go Trent McDuffie. Boom. And now if you are the Texans, you can do a lot here. You can do a lot. Best player available will probably be Derek Stingley. They need, this is the first pick they're getting from Cleveland. Uh, it's weird. If you're the Texans, where do you want to go? You already took Kayvon Thibodeau. They kind of need a little bit of everything, right? So where would you go here? Let me just see who's here just to make sure. I don't really like anybody so maybe Derek Stingley is the pick here. Maybe Derek Stingley is the guy here just because it's best player available. They could take a chance on him, right? Like what do you got to lose? It's your second pick in the first round. There you go. Uh this is gonna break my heart. This is gonna break my heart. I think Jordan Davis is the pick here. I think if you're the Ravens and you're looking at your division, right? Uh, you got the two-headed monster in Cleveland. You got Joe Mixon in Cincinnati. You got Najee Harris in Pittsburgh. Being able to stop the run and being able to win in the trenches. And those are just the running backs, right? Forget the fact you have Joe Burrow. Forget the fact you have Deshaun Watson. Obviously, Mr. Trubisky's not the biggest threat in the world, but winning in the trenches, I think, is going to be so important to them. And Jordan Davis, with his athletic ability and his upside, I think that makes the most sense. I would love to just give them Trevor Penning, but I don't I think they're gonna go Jordan Davis here. I just feel it in my gut, and it makes me sad, but it's okay. That's what they're gonna do. Okay, the Eagles. They got these next two of these picks back to back. I really, I just get the feeling that George Karlaftis is an Eagle. Like I just feel that in my soul that he's an Eagle type of player. Um, but you know what, Jermaine Johnson here, I think might be more best player available. So we'll go with Jermaine Johnson. Um, and then I'm gonna do something I didn't do last time, which is get them a linebacker and Devin Lloyd. Okay. Rashawn Slater, I believe, is he their right tackle or their left tackle? I think he's their right tackle. So Trevor Penning doesn't make sense here because he's not going to be a left tackle right away. And I don't think they would take I don't think they would take Bernard Raymond this early or Falele this early. Devontae Wyatt could definitely make a case for him. The question is he more of a defensive end? I think I had them taking Devontae Wyatt last time. Yeah, I might have them take it again. They're stacked. What they did in the offseason, they had a great offseason. They really did. So probably getting the middle of that defense and being able to stop the run is probably the biggest thing for them. If Jordan Davis was here, it'd be a shoestring pick, but maybe they could go Watt anyway and see if that works for them. Okay. Wide receiver makes the most sense now that they brought back Jameis Winston. I'm just trying to make sure I'm looking at the value here. Question is which wide receiver? Jameson Williams. I don't think they would want him this year just because of the injury. I think they want somebody that they believe can come in right away. Although he's at least according to their big board, the great value pick. Why not? Let's give him the speedster. Let's do it. Eagles again. And who did? Let me just make sure I remember. They got Jermaine Johnson. They got Devin Lloyd. I'm gonna give him a receiver. But let me see which receivers are here. Do they go Treylon Burks here? See, I'm a big believer in making sure that your wide receiver group makes sense. Jameson Williams probably would have made more sense for them, but obviously he's gone. Chris Olave is a great route runner. He could also stretch the field downfield, which is probably really good for them. They could also go corner. Let me see who the corners are. Let's see if that makes more sense. Andrew Booth, Khalil Elam. But I think they could probably get corner in the second round. So let's just go back to receiver. Let's give him Chris Olave. Makes sense. Okay, Steelers. The Steelers to me, we got Mr. Trubisky. I see people still have us mocking the quarterback guys. I know that they are unapologetically in love with Malik Willis, and if Malik Willis was here at 20, they would probably get him. However, I cannot stress this enough. They don't have the luxury of getting a quarterback that's not going to be ready week one. They don't. They have way too many needs right now. And they've been killing it in the offseason. I love every move that they've made so far, in my opinion. And even if we're able to get Tyrann Mathieu and keep Stephon Tuitt, because I think that's the holdup with the whole Tyrann Mathieu deal. Even if we're able to do that, we still need another corner. We still need two receivers. And I still think we need another offensive lineman, particularly a left guard or a left tackle that can move Dan Moore to left guard. Which is obviously that's not going to happen. All the good tackles are taken. So to be very honest with you, it's between corner and inside lineman, which would be Zion Johnson or Kenyon Green. Zion Johnson, I think, fits what they want to do more as more of an athletic tackle. Athletic inside lineman that could play three positions. But Kenyon Green played with Dan Moore in college. So you know that chemistry is already there, and they would be a solid left side of your line. With that being said, I'm going to take Andrew Booth here only because where the Steelers are picking in the second round, I think you have a better chance of still finding an interior lineman than you have finding a corner that you really like. So I'm going to take Andrew Booth here. It makes the most sense. It fits a hole. It fits a need, and it still fits best player available. I think that makes the most sense. And then in the second round, you will probably go interior lineman. And then in the third and fourth round, you probably got to go receiver for both of those rounds. Now, there'll probably just be slot guys, but that's fine. We need depth. We have Deontay Johnson. We have Claypool still. But we lost all of our other receivers in free agency. We need wide receiver depth for sure. So third and fourth rounds, I think we get it. Mind you, I think there's a chance that we still might take. I wouldn't be surprised if we took a wide receiver in the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if we take a wide receiver in the second round. But me personally, the way this board has shaken out, I think Andrew Booth makes the most sense. Get you a corner to finish off that defensive back group, and then work on the finishing off the offense the rest of the way. Okay. Patriots are interesting here. They can go a number of different ways as well. I think they might be a little upset that Andrew Booth is gone. I think they're a little upset that Devin Lloyd is gone. Would they go safety this early? I don't know. I don't see it. They're in a weird spot. They're probably one of those teams. If I the way this board played out, if we were doing trades, I'd probably have them trade back. That's probably what they would want to do. Yeah. You know what? I might give them Trevor Penning here. I could see Bill Belichick taking a guy like that on and trying to mold him into the offensive tackle that he believes he can be to protect his young quarterback. I think he'll love his nasty playing style, his attitude, and I think he might say, I can reel that in and have him focus that so that it's a strength and not a weakness. I kind of like that for them. So I'm going to have him take Trevor Penning. Okay. Green Bay, they trade away Devontae Adams. This is their first pick. This is their pick that they would have had anyway, I believe. No, this would have been a Raiders pick. So this is the pick that they got from the Raiders. I think they have to go wide receiver here now. They have to. I think they have to. I think you take Treylon Burks. Okay. If you're you know what? I think Jahan Dotson to no, because they already got what's his name from last year. Moore, who's a small speedster type. I know they got to replace Christian Kirk, but Dotson, they kind of already have a Dotson on their team. So I don't want to do that for them. Yeah, see, when you have a run on the corners already, when you have a run on the wide receivers this early, it's kind of hard. For some of these other guys, let's see what the edge class is looking like right now. So George Karlaftis is still there. I feel David Ojabo would have made so much sense, but unfortunately, that bad injury. Pray for him. You hope that he recovers quickly from that. But yeah, let's go George Karlaftis for them. Uh, the Cowboys. They're interesting because they need wide receivers now. They lost Amari Cooper. We're trading him away. Um, they could use offensive line help. They could use a little bit of everything. I kind of like Daxton Hill here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Daxton Hill here. Buffalo. interior lineman, again, it's not really the value for them right now. The Marvin Leo, Perion Wilfrey. Yeah, let's go to Marvin Leo. Okay. Tennessee, a lot of people are going to say, take a quarterback, take a quarterback. No, they're not going to take a quarterback. They need to win now. Do you see how good the AFC is? They need to win their division to secure a playoff spot because you're not guaranteed one. So it is not a guarantee. You need to take advantage of your bad division, beat up on the Texans twice, beat up on the Jaguars twice, at least split with the Colts. You need to make sure that you're doing everything you can to make sure that your team is where it needs to be. Boy, Mafia makes sense here. I think I've done the Kobe Dean to them a couple times, which I think makes a lot of sense for them. I could see him being a Bill. A Titan. I really like that fit for them. But we're hearing reports that apparently the NFL isn't as high as on him as other people are, which I think is stupid. I think he's amazing. I still like that, man. Kobe Dean. Okay. Gotta win now. You 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 gotta win now. Did they bring back Jensen? I can't remember if they brought, because Tyler Linderbaum would make sense if they did not bring back Jensen, but I think they did. I can't remember. Either way, let's say they did. Zion Johnson here, get more athletic, help protect Tom Brady and what might be his last year. Okay, Green Bay is not going to go they're not going to go two wide receivers in the first round, but I do believe they should use one of their second round picks on a wide receiver as well. They could double down and get Jahan Dotson here. They really could. I think what they will do is go offense though. Try to make that offense as good as it can be to help the guy that they just made the highest paid quarterback in the league. Makes sense to me, right? It would make sense to me. So if you're gonna do that, maybe you do go Jahan Dotson. Give him the weapons that he needs. Which screws over Kansas City because Kansas City lost Tyreek Hill and they definitely need some more weapons now. But I'm gonna go Kyler Elam for now. And then I will also go. What did they get? They got a first and a second and a fourth this year. So you can make the case that they don't have to reach for a wide receiver right now. You can make the case they can wait till the second round because they'll have 2 second-round picks. And the second rounder that they get from the Dolphins will be much earlier than the one they're getting, than the one that they have now, than this first round pick. Because this 29 pick that we just did, that was the Dolphins pick via San Francisco. So they don't have to reach on a wide receiver right now. They can do something else if they want to. Um, Maybe get Lewis Seen to replace the Honey Badger. Okay. Still need an offensive tackle. Let's just see where the offensive tackles are here to see if the fit meets the value. Not necessarily. They can go inside, and there's some inside guys still here. Tyler Linderbaum and Kenyon Green. Do they have a center already? I think they have a center already. So let's give them Kenyon Green. And then last but not least, the Lions. And I'm not going to lie to you. I keep telling you this. I keep telling y'all this. I keep telling y'all this. I keep telling y'all this. To me, it makes sense for them to go quarterback at 32. To me. You get that fifth-year option. You're picking again right at 34. So whoever you wanted at 32, chances are they'll be there at 34. And then, like I said, you can stash that quarter, and you can stash them away knowing you have the fifth year on them, right? Because Jared Goff will still be your starter next year. You have no expectations for next year. You're just trying to stack some wins together and build something, right? Unfortunately, a guy like Malik Willis isn't here at 32. But I'm actually really high on Desmond Ritter. That's just me. A lot of people are saying go Matt Corral because Matt Corral has. Well, let me just put all the quarterbacks together. Hold on. Kenny Pickett wouldn't make sense for them. Matt Corral, Sam Howell will more of an upside. Like they have a higher upside. I really like Desmond Ritter, and Desmond Ritter in a dome like Detroit, to me makes a lot of sense. I think will make him even better, right? Desmond Ritter's a leader. He's mature. He's played at a high level for a long time. I really, really like it. He's got the size you want. He can make all the throws. He just doesn't have the upside as some of these other guys do. And he's definitely a guy like Kenny Pickett. He's a guy that is more NFL ready. So he probably would only sit a year. You know what I mean? If for the right team, he could probably start this year. So I'm going to go Desmond Ritter here because I think makes the most sense for what they want to do. High, the upside's not as high as these other guys, but I think he'll be a solid NFL player. That you'll have for cheap for 5 years, for potentially 5 years. And he'll be a leader. And Dan Quinn wants his leaders. He wants to change that culture. He wants winning attitude, winning behavior. Desmond Ritter brings that. He just does. He brings that. He's got a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, the accuracy could be a little up and down, but again, he'll sit for a year, which might be good for him. Learn and maybe be the quarterback starting 2023. So I like that pick for them. So here we go. Aiden Hutchinson, Kyle Hamilton, Kayvon Thibodeau going a little early. But I just trying to switch it up. Kim Guano, Trayvon Walker, Evan Neal. I mean, this would be a godsend for the Carolina Panthers if something like this happened to Evan Neal fell to them at 6. Charles Cross, Ma Gardner, Malik Willis, Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Trip McDuffie, Derek Stingley, Jordan Davis, Julian Johnson, Devin Lloyd, Devontae Wyatt. Well, I think it's Wyatt. Jameson Wilson, Chris Olave, Andrew Booth going to my Steelers, Trevor Penning going to the Patriots, Treylon Burks going to Green Bay, which is why you take Treylon Burks with the first pick, Green Bay. Don't wait till 28. Take him at 22 because he won't be there at 28. George Kalafdis, Daxton Hill, DeMarvin Lill, Jacoby Dean, Zion Johnson, Jahan Dotson. So give Aaron Rodgers a speedster. with great hands that he can use. Kyrie Elam, Lewis Steen, Kenyon Green, Desmond Ritter. Interesting first round. Still have some really good players going into the second round. But this is what we got right now, and I think our 3.5 is going to be a lot of fun because there's definitely some trades that I'll definitely implement. That I think especially the way this board is working out, I can see some things moving and shaking in that regard. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. You can find me at Never For Brett Me. That's NEVA _ the number 4 BRETT. BRETT _ ME on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at the _ dope blog on Instagram, the dope blog, all one word, on Twitter. The dope.blog is our website. And of course, this is a YouTube exclusive. Please like, please share, please subscribe if you're new. And join us next time as we continue to discuss other people's excellence. Appreciate you guys. Love you.